All right, guys, I want to take you on a short little outing out into the city of Kyiv. This is the city here. So let's call an Uber and head over to the main park right by the river, and we can explore a bit and check it out before it gets dark. So let's go. All right, so first thing we need to do is to get a taxi or an Uber. I think an Uber would be best. Let's see how much it costs. All right, guys, so we have an Uber. It is gonna be about, let's see, a 20-minute ride, and it costs $2 across the city. I don't know if you guys can see this up here, but there's a nice old mural. I don't know how old this is actually, but it's got a graduating student, an old Antov airplane. That's one thing that's really cool about Ukraine and Russia as well, is that they take all this free space on buildings and they paint stuff on it. So lots of really cool murals around the city. Hopefully we'll find some more as we walk around. But for now, we have to wait on Ruslan, our Uber driver. We've got KFC, we've got a church. That's all you need. That's the combination. All right, I think this is Ruslan here. Let's see. This might be Ruslan. Здравствуйте.
Добрый вечер.
Это хорошо, если я снимаю.
Окей.
Город. Это красиво. Я хочу показать моим друзьям, как красивый Киев.
Хорошо. Национальный цирк слева.
Что это?
Национальный цирк.
А, национальный цирк. А, классно. Большое здание. Огромный. Yeah, so the place that we're going is a cool park by the river. I'm not sure what it's called. Как называется парк возле реки?
Парк дружбы народов, Мариинский парк.
Ah, да. Yeah, Georgia and Ukraine have, at least the governments of Georgia and Ukraine seem to have a very friendly relationship. Probably because they've both experienced a war with Russia recently. So, you know, that brings people together. Yeah, on film, these might look like normal-sized buildings to you guys, but they're huge. I mean, being here and actually coming into the city, it's just an enormous style of building, basically. Very cool. It's like everything in Western Europe, but just larger, especially in the center of the city. And when you get to the outskirts of the city, which we'll do later, probably tomorrow, you get a sense of some of the old Soviet buildings that people lived in that were built in probably the 70s, 80s. I'm not quite sure. Oh, yeah, this is beautiful. Look. Как называется это? Направо?
Глобус. Площадь независимости.
Да, Майдан был здесь. Это пробка, да?
Yeah.
Пробка. Спасибо, Ruslan.
Пожалуйста. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Good evening.
Best Uber driver in Kyiv. Bye, thank you. All right, guys, here we are at the main arch of the city. Check it out. The Friendship Arch, the International Friendship Arch. Ukrainians are very good about sorting their garbage correctly. They have plastics, glass, paper. I don't know what that is. All right, this is one of the most beautiful parts of the city. It's incredible. Check it out. Look at this. All right, first let's go over here and see if we can find a view. This is a good view of some of the older apartment buildings outside of the city. Or not older, newer, I guess. Many of them were built, I assume, 20, 30 years ago. Let's go check it out. Ah, we got John Lennon. John Lennon on the guitar. So over here you can see some of the Soviet architecture, some of the Soviet apartment buildings. And this is the Dnieper River right down here, which runs all the way through Ukraine, down into the Black Sea. And here's a good view of the International Friendship Arch.
Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will have us one.
Молодец!
Я корабль, кожен пливе, поки хвиля несе, і поки глибока вода, поки темна до самого дна, до самого дна.
Oh, beautiful view down here. Look at this. My God, you can feel this bridge shaking a little bit in the winds. Seems like it's well designed. I hope so. Oh God, does this glass go through? Oh, it's kind of dirty though. I think this would be a more terrifying experience if the glass was clean enough to see to the ground, but it's not. Okay, now we're coming up on a spot where I got scammed by a guy with a hawk 2 days ago. I came here, I walked up, the guy handed me his hawk, let me take pictures with it, and I knew he was gonna ask for some money at the end of it, of course. So I said, all right, here's $5. And the guy's like, not enough, you need $20. $20 is enough, it's for the kids, it's for a charity. So I gave him $5 and left. He was pretty mad. Ooh, they have mojitos here. Take a mojito out on the bridge? That sounds pretty fun. God, I walked 10 miles yesterday around the city. Counted my steps in the health app on my phone. 10 miles. So my legs are extraordinarily sore. That's why I'm Ubering everywhere I can. But I'm trying not to walk because I need to rest my legs. So I took a bunch of Advil, and here I am. with these yellow shoes. That's why I have the yellow shoes. It's because I need them for support. Alright guys, I gotta figure out where we are so that I can show you the next beautiful part of the city. So bear with me. I think it's up here. Yes, it is. Come with me. So, one thing that's complicated about Ukraine is that the language that's written is in Ukrainian most of the time. Almost exclusively, this is Ukrainian text. But the people here usually speak Russian out in public, like if you go to a store or, you know, you're talking to a waiter, you'd probably speak to them in Russian. And in public, friends will often speak in Russian, but it varies a lot by region. In the western parts of Ukraine, closer to the rest of Europe, lots of people speak Ukrainian in public instead of Russian. There's more of a, I guess, a nationalist movement in that western part of Ukraine. And we'll be checking that out soon, so stay tuned. We're going to be going there on Thursday, just a couple of days. But yeah, it's an interesting situation here. The text that's written, at least in Kyiv, is mostly Ukrainian, but the people speak Russian, so it's a little confusing. And I would say that if you're trying to learn Russian, this might not be the best place to come, because you can only practice the speaking. You don't get practice with the text. But yeah. Anyway, guys, check this out. It's beautiful. Look. So, of course, Russia currently is at a war with Ukraine, and this wall here is a memory wall of some of the fallen soldiers who've died fighting in this war. It stretches all the way down over here. For the 21st century in Europe, it's a very sad situation. So basically what's happening in the eastern part of Ukraine today, for the last 5-6 years, even more than that, more like 8 years now, since 2014, there has been a war going on between two regions, Luhansk and Donetsk. And these regions are both largely Russian-speaking people who ethnically consider themselves to be Russian, and they have broken off from Ukraine and founded their own countries, basically, unrecognized countries. And this has led to a war that's still ongoing. It's kind of a stagnant war. No territory has really been lost or gained by either side since 2014, but still, lots of people are dying today of this war. Less so than there were 5 years ago, but still, lots of deaths. It's a very sad situation. So I think I'm gonna call it a day. I hope you guys enjoyed this little walk around the city. Obviously this part that we went to today it's very nice. Like, it's not real Ukraine, you know? It's like the rich people area in the center of Ukraine. It's where all the tourists go. So it's clean, it's well kept, there's lots of police. But this isn't where ordinary people live, and this isn't where ordinary Ukrainians spend most of their life. So, soon, you and I will go out into the suburbs, out into the countryside, and take a train across the country, and meet some people who live in Ukraine, talk to them, see what life is like here. And I think it'll be really fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video, this introductory vlog. Yeah, and I'll see you soon.